we're waiting for something to blow up inside of Pro Tools. So here we are for today, and basically something very exciting. My wife Sydney is coming out with her very first single, and believe it or not, this is a song that she and I had done together almost 2 years ago. And to make it even more exciting, just keeps getting better. To make it even more exciting, she actually walked down the aisle to this very song. And so today I actually have the Pro Tools session. I produced it. I actually didn't mix it, which is very rare for me. But we were able to bring in like a really big all-star team for this song. So I had Dave Pensado's assistant. If you don't know Dave Pensado, he's like the grandfather of all mixing engineers. He's a legend in the industry. And his assistant, his last assistant, Samarth Dalwant, a super talented engineer. He was the one who mixed it. And then, but wait, there's more. Sydney is actually going to hop on, and I'm actually going to walk her through the production, because I think mostly she saw me produce the song, but like that's just, like watching someone play video games. You don't really know what's fully going on. And so I'm actually going to teach my wife how I produced her song. And so this is going to be kind of cool. But first and foremost, just want to say thank you to everyone. I put the links to her upcoming single. It's coming out in 2 weeks on the 21st, September 21st. So if you can pre-save it and hit that link, we would so greatly appreciate it. And of course, as I'm going through this, I strongly want to encourage you, just hit me up if you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to know more about the records or a certain process in particular. Let's do it. In the meantime, while we wait for Sydney to come by, I'm just going to go ahead and play a song and give you guys a little bit of a rundown and a listen of how this thing sounds, because this is probably one of my favorite records that I've produced, and I'm so excited. And it's probably one of the most, what's the word for it? Most complicated records that I've done in a very long time. Let me stop talking and let's play the record.
When I'm with you, ooh. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, nothing else matters but you. There's nothing like it when I'm with you. Stars align, I come alive when I'm with you. There's nothing like it. All these moments will have my mind, hold my life. Yeah, these moments by your side, let's hold so tight. In your arms, so ready, underneath, where can it be? There's no
Whoa, thank you.
else I'd rather be than in the shade, making melodies, yeah.
Here's the bridge of the song.
No sun, night or day, I'm holding on. Silence all these ticking clocks. Time won't hold me, I'll be lost in our daydream. No sun, night or day, I'm holding on. Silence all these ticking clocks. Time won't hold me, I'll be lost when I'm with you.
Bro, Sydney kills it.
Nothing else Nothing else matters but you. There's nothing like it when I'm with you. Stars align, I come alive when I'm with you. There's nothing like it. It's moments will have my mind, hold my life. It's moments by your side, won't waste no time. In your arms, so anything underneath the canopy. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than in the shade of all these memories, the summaries of favorite things. You and me, always memories. They're my favorite things.
All right, there we go. So, first off, thank you so much for hopping on and viewing. Basically, that's the whole record right there. Isn't my wife's vocals absolutely incredible? So, yeah, basic breakdown of how this thing started off. It was actually an idea I had started from the guitar. So, if I kind of make everything condensed over here, there's a guitar over here that I started the concept with. Yeah, I was playing acoustic one evening.
moments will have my mind.
And she came up with that hook. Moments will have my mind. And then we really built this thing around a team. So I had another buddy of mine. His name is Don Slevin, another amazing artist that I produced for, an engineer for him. He is super incredible with pianos and keyboards and all of these different instruments. So he just heard like the concept and hopped on, and every instrument he could find inside the studio that evening, he was like, let me play a little bit here, let me play a little bit here, let me play a little bit there. And so once he gets into that mode, I love it, and I can just lock in. And so I hit record on the computer. He goes around, he'll play the drums, he'll play the pianos. He started just laying out all of these ideas for me to be able to kind of take and cut and paste and move around like paper mache, right? One of them he did, and this is something I rarely ever do, is recorded live actual drums. Usually, since I don't have access to like a full drum kit, nor a good drummer, nor the ability to mic all the drums and stuff, I typically don't do it. But he was so excited about wanting to play the drums on this song, and there happened to be like a snare and a really busted drum kit in the studio. So he's like, let me at least tap my fingers on it. And so we kind of went to town. Like, he made these percussions right here that were so dope. So that was literally him just taking sticks and clacking it against the rim. And then I recorded the snare. So keep in mind, when you record drums, traditionally you should have one microphone for every single piece of the drum, snare, cymbals, the kick, the toms, that whole situation. I only had one microphone, maybe a second one. I'm pretty sure I only had one microphone. So I had to, like, every time he wanted to play something to layer over himself, I had to position the mic to a different spot. He still wanted to play the toms, and what we did is we took one microphone, put it in between these two toms, and just recorded it super non-traditional mono. Normally you take two microphones and record it so you can hear both left and right, and we did straight down the middle. But the sound came out so sick. super cool. I had to do so much surgery to make it sound as big as it did. But yeah, that's like really what came of the drums. I took my own sample, like a trap kick, and then that became really the forefront of the drums. Boom. There she is. I was almost starting to feel like she wasn't gonna hop on.
Oh, please. Like I would miss this.
Uh-huh.
Do I look here?
What's
or
that?
there?
You can look at either one. Okay, so I
Oh.
told everyone I'm basically gonna teach you how I produce the song.
Perfect.
Yeah. I need to-
Teach me how to produce it?
Guys, this is Sydney, my wife.
Hi.
We got married a year and a half ago, and she's my favorite artist to produce for. Yeah. And this song,
You have to say that.
yeah, it took a long time to get there, but she is my
It did.
favorite. Yeah, she beat me up a lot in the
Just say,
studio.
Maya. Oh, it's not playing or anything.
No, not yet. So, I was telling everyone that this is your first song coming out, right?
Yes.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. Go stream it on September 20th. It's called Moments.
I put the pre-save
So
link
excited.
in the description of the video, so you click that and then you pre-save it, and then I think it'll actually convert to an official stream link without me having to touch anything. So that link is good for forever. So, all right, babes. I was just telling them how I did the drums. I don't know if you even know what the drums sound like anymore,
Yeah, of course.
but like on their own. Check this out.
I would never know.
That was all. Like, most of it was smooth playing.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that
for
crazy?
sure. That's crazy. I remember hearing the cymbals a lot.
The cymbals a lot, yeah. So like, this is Stephen Joseph's drum kit over here. Now, in real life, it doesn't actually sound like that. I did a lot of like surgery to it. Without the surgery, this is kind of what it sounds like. And then when I do my surgery tricks, they call me the doctor. Let me make sure your mic is working.
Might not be. It's beeping. It's glowing.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's working. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, bet. All right. Before I get more into the boring stuff, tell everyone why you wrote the song.
Why I wrote the song?
Yeah, because it's about me, right?
Yes. It's about my husband.
Mm-hmm. No, really, would you write the song
No,
about?
I'm kidding. I mean, yes and no. I wanted to make like a very true and pure love song that is just like, I guess, embodiment of what I think love should be. And so for me personally, I wrote this song through how I felt in my alone time with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And in my alone time with God, I just really like, I mean, you'd have to hear the words to know. Are you going to play the actual song?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You've been gone for like 30 minutes.
I have not been gone that long. Also, the pre-release. But anyway, yeah, you hear the words. Just like about how nothing else matters when I'm with you. Like that's how I feel like when I'm in His presence. Like I could be there all day. And it just creates these moments when I'm alone with Him that are unforgettable, and they are memories and moments you can always come back and just remember and kind of just meditate on throughout the day. And I realized like while writing that was the easiest way for me to write a love song. Obviously, I could just like write a song about Brandon, and that's awesome. But I knew like the deepest form of love is the love of Jesus. So it's something that I believe can be love with another human being, and
Yeah.
so that's why I wrote it.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is one of those songs where the production and the lyric like really gel, and
Yeah.
subconsciously when I produce, I choose sounds that like fit the artist. So my role as a producer, the problem is these days you have beat makers for the majority, and then you have great musicians, but you don't have people that really understand the in between. And me and like the main person I work with, Vaughn, we're talking about how we personally don't like making beats. Like it's not that it's not fun to sit and like make a beat, but what's so much more satisfying is like making a song. And so when I produce, I tend not to like just go off on my own and produce. Those usually aren't my best beats. My best songs are like when the artist is with me, because then she and I, or he and I, or whoever it is we're working with, we're like actually creating a song. And so the tones and everything in here is like super intentional. And like as I like was listening to the song, I realized, oh man, there's a lot more that I did subconsciously that was to support your lyric. Like I think one of the most important parts is texture of this piano. So I had Smooth play the piano. Whenever another producer or musician is playing though, I'm the one who's choosing the sounds and the textures. And so we chose this one right here. Like that piano right
Sounds
there.
almost Disney.
Yeah, like that piano right there is happening in the biggest section of the song. That's happening in the chorus.
Really?
Yeah, but it's so like I chose that sound because it almost feels like make me feel like I'm watching a movie, and that's what
Yeah.
your lyric hit with
Oh,
me,
wow.
and the texture of your tone and stuff. So if I unsolo
Awesome.
that, check it out.
Moments will have my mind.
I don't even hear it.
If I mute it, you'll probably feel like, oh, something's missing, but you won't quite like know, and that's kind of what I like to do.
Moments will have my mind all my life.
And when I put it back in,
Oh,
yeah.
Moments will have my mind.
Okay, another one though that really does drive the chorus, and one that we do definitely hear is this guitar that I did down here. So I made that guitar because like the week before, Sydney was singing Codaline, and if you know Codaline, they do those kind of guitars that are like two notes, but like a really low note and a really high note at the top, and you kind of play a melody. And I don't know, I used to play a lot of guitar in the church. I'm playing a lot more again now, but especially back then when I was a younger guitarist, I loved doing those ambient kind of guitars. So like when I felt like the opportunity to hop on and do that, I was like, yeah, let's do it. So the only issue with that guitar though, babe, is like it's really wispy, right? So to make the chorus like drive, I threw this in after we did our session. So there's a lot of other things that I added after our session of writing the song. Exactly. And honestly, really, acoustic guitar is super cool because it's kind of like a drum
yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You know?
totally.
Again, if I mute it, so here's it muted.
Moments will have my mind all my life. Yeah.
And then if I unmute that guitar,
Moments will have my mind all.
it's super chill. It's super subtle, but it really makes a difference in the groove of the song. So, any questions, babe? You want to hear your vocal without any effects?
No.
Oh, yeah? All right, let's do it. Okay, so here's
I mean,
Sydney's
I know I sound good.
lead vocal. I mean, yeah, you do sound good. All I need to do to turn off all
Also,
effects is this crazy
I'm
shortcut.
scared.
Boom.
All these
Oh, wait.
Hear it.
What?
all these moments.
That sounds like something going on. Oh, I have effects on top of my effect.
It's so quiet.
Because the volume gets quieter when I turn off some of these things.
All these moments will have my mind.
There we go.
All my life, yeah, these moments by your side. Let's lose some time. In your arms, so heavenly.
And then that's that vocal that just came in. That's like how it sounds after doing all the mixing.
Yeah, it's just so quiet.
So, right, so you're focused on the volume. So auto tune, but like I barely have any auto tune going on for you. It's honestly just someone explained to me that nowadays you don't have autotune, it'll kind of feel funny to our ears just because we become so accustomed to hearing it. It's like a texture that we like. So when a singer like her doesn't really need autotune, I still like to put it just a bit on because it can clean up some like tuning issues, but also there's just a nice texture that it adds. But if there's other artists that are like, I want no autotune, then it's cool with me. I'm happy to do that. Your EQ, so like you can hear a lot of the room in the vocal. You ever turn it up?
Oh, like carpet.
Sound like what?
Carpet. This is without the effects?
Yeah, literally, it sounds like carpet, right? So to kind of cure that, I took out. Let me just turn all these off, and I'll turn them on back one by one. So this low pass takes out the carpet sound. It still sounds like you're like right here on the microphone, right? So if I turn off this guy right here, so I'm cutting out 500 hertz where that body of our voice lives. It starts to soften that. And then these guys, there's some harshness in your voice. Just everyone has harshness like up in the high end, right? You can hear right here, this one right here in particular. You hear that scratchy noise? That scratchy noise, the more I like make the volume louder of your voice, the more that's going to come out. So I have to take the EQ and roll it out. There might be some right here too. Yeah. That one's always a problem. I always remove that frequency. And then I think I removed the low high end, yeah. Alright, what else happened next? Some de-esser. You know what de-essing is?
Oh, me.
When people sing.
Oh, no.
Say it.
When they like, it's literally de-essing, like.
Yeah.
The lisp sound.
Exactly. We're killing that thing. Because it can get so loud in a vocal. Here's it off.
Oh, there's so much better than that.
Yeah. And then what do we do? Now it might get a little bit louder. Yeah. Bring our volume back up. That guy's like very subtle. This guy's gonna add some like smushing, some compression. Okay. And this joint is such a cool effect. It basically adds like a little like, if your vocal feels like this inside of the speakers right now, this effect, microshift, is gonna make it feel like spread apart. Check this out. So like a great trick I do, especially for Sydney's vocal, to make it sound really big on a chorus, but not too different between the verse vocals, is I'll do a little bit of microshift right on the channel. I have the dry all the way almost to like nothing, and then I have it on, and so that way when the chorus hits, I have this unmuted,
Nothing like it.
then it hits,
All these moments.
it just makes that vocal kind of jump forward a bit in the mix and take some more space in it. All right, cool. Then I always have more effects on top of my effects, some more EQ.
Moments.
Right there. I love the word you said, carpet sound. That's coming from over here. If I really boost it.
Moments will have my mind.
So that's 300 hertz. So that's, I always say 300 hertz is that frequency that makes your vocal sound like it's sitting on top of a track, like I'm listening to a karaoke record. So whenever you have problems with making your vocal feel like it's sitting correctly in the mix, first start off with trying to notch out about 250 hertz or 300 hertz. And that's going to make that vocal sound a lot smoother inside of the track. Because here's it without.
Moments.
And here's it with.
Moments.
Now the vocal is going to really sit where we need it to sit. Some compression, more compression.
Moments.
And then everyone's favorite reverb.
Moments.
Make you sound super beautiful and dreamy. It's basically like a fake space. And then just to add drama to a vocal. Like so much about music production these days is taking sounds that we experience in the physical reality, like delays and echoes and reverbs, but accentuating them. So just like how when you watch a movie, you know a movie's not really real life because things don't happen that fast or things are dramatized. We do the exact same thing in music with our effects. We're taking real situations that sounds exist in, but we're adding we're really dramatizing those things. I hope I said that in a way that makes sense. Yeah. Some
Yeah.
delay.
Moments.
This one's hard. Like, can you hear your little delay back and forth between your ears? Check it out.
You hear it?
Moments.
For sure.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Like
just
an echo.
exactly, and it's bouncing back and forth between your ears. I could change that, and then it won't feel as spacious.
Moments.
He's chilling.
Moments.
And here's it on.
Moments. Oh,
Super nerd stuff. All right, so check this out. Sydney's vocal without any effects. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, my bad. Let me just play it on its own.
moments.
So Sydney's vocal without any effects,
All these moments.
and now Sydney's vocals after all the effects. Yeah.
All these moments.
Pretty lit.
That sounds good.
Any questions, babe?
No, but I get it. Like I get what when you're explaining it, I get what it's doing. I just would not be able to do that after. Like if you're like, okay, now you try, I'd be like, okay, what?
Well, that's perfect because now I was gonna ask you to try it again.
No.
Okay, cool. But wait, there's more because we also want to add like layers to her voice. Check this out. She sings the same exact joint, right? How many times have I actually seen this thing?
The chorus?
Yeah. The answer is a lot. Because then now I have this vocal of yours.
All these moments will have my mind all my
Oh, you
life.
mean like a double?
Yeah, so
Oh.
you hear on the left side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now we add another double.
All these moments will have my mind.
And they're super, like, absolutely just retardedly processed. But I do that. Hey, thanks for hopping on. They're super crazy process, but I do it on purpose because I still want her lead vocal to pop out. But the idea is here I have one doubled vocal on the left side,
All these moments.
on this side of the speakers, and then I have another double vocal on the right side.
All these moments.
And what that creates is what I call a vocal sandwich.
All these moments
So cool.
will have my
Yeah, check that out. With that muted,
moments.
Boring.
it's so boring. And with it on,
Moments.
I think
You're-
they're soloed.
you're exploding. No, that's all through.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there's some more over here. I don't know what she's saying. Let's check these out. Boom, 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 boom.
And your arms so heavenly. Underneath the canopy, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than in the stream, making memories. Yeah.
Woo!
Yup.
Yo, babe, you're hard.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you tell everyone what you did there? Because that's crazy.
What I did
Yeah, like what happened over here.
in that section, I just had like a ton of different stacks of the same line. I
Yeah.
stacked it pretty heavily. And
Yeah.
It sounded really cool.
Yeah, so you did one here on the far left,
And your arms so heavenly.
and then another one on the hard right,
And your arms so heavenly.
and then a third one kind of like towards the middle,
And your arms so heavenly.
and then another one kind of in the middle but on the right.
And your arms so heavenly.
So crazy.
Isn't that cool? And I
Like
think
those exact areas.
No, literally, because I can like I have it down to the number. Like this is at 100, meaning
Oh.
all the way to the right, and then 70 all the way like a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right.
Wow.
Yo, appreciate y'all. Whatever that notification was, I don't even know what that was for. I gotta get on my chat. If you all have questions though, shoot me a message, comment. What was I gonna say though? Another reason though that why that feels so particularly like icy is because you're singing your falsetto.
Mm-hmm.
So having it in your falsetto, like there's so much to vocal production. It's pretty crazy, and I should probably study it more on a technical level. Like most of like how I produce your vocals, meaning like how I tell you like sing here, sing there. It's just I'm kind of using my ears, my instincts. But there's so much to it where like even down to choosing the right key for your voice will affect the mood and the feel of a song.
Right.
You know, like if I have you sing a whole song in falsetto, it would be lit. Like it would be very like you can make it super cool and like meditative and stuff. But
Totally.
I can choose a different key or ask you to sing in a different register, and that will impact it. And I think that's also a big reason why the songwriting here works, because you start in a lower register in the first half of the chorus. Oh my bad.
Moments.
Because you start in a lower register in the first half of the chorus and then jump to a higher register, it just helps elevate that. So now your choice in notes impacts the songwriting. So you're taking the listener of like, okay, here it's cool, it's beautiful. Then all of a sudden you just lift us up to more. And you're like, whoa, like this song really feels like it's exploding. Like I'll play from halfway here and just pay attention to how you feel when she starts to come over into this high section over here. It's crazy.
Moments by your side, let's lose some time in your arms so heavenly. Underneath the canopy, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than in the stream, making memories, yeah.
Crazy. Okay, question about my headphones. These are the regular, yeah. No, they're not custom. I actually found them in Guitar Center. I think they're limited edition, but they are the what is it? AK Audio Technicas. I don't know why I'm tripping. Yeah, they're just like the regular Audio Technicas. Yeah, you want yours all red now? That'd be crazy. I saw the all white models, and I thought they were so cool. Talking about the headphones. Oh yeah. How do I make my Pro Tools session mono? What do you mean by making my Pro Tools session mono? Like you're talking about into the master output, or are you talking about an individual track? If you want to make a track mono, you can just right click in the latest edition of Pro Tools, and I think one version before, you can right click it and you can change the track width. This one I can't currently right now just because my plugins are all in mono or in stereo. But yeah, you currently mix on the VSX. Yo, my boss works off the VSX headphones, and I don't know, he's had me try them out, and I actually think they're super cool. I just would need like a few days or even a week to like adjust to them because they sound like so roomy. They're these headphones that you could hit a setting and it would emulate like you listening to your mix on a car. You could hit another setting and it emulate like you listening off your cell phone or off like any other like pair of headphones. It's actually very cool. It's very cool. I might buy a pair for Sydney. What's the other thing? If you want to listen in mono, the final plugin allows you to listen. Yeah, oh yeah, the BX Solo. You can use a BX Solo. I used to do that a lot, and that was very helpful. I used to start all of my mixes mixing in mono. I don't do that as much anymore, but when you're learning how to get your volume levels straight, I strongly recommend mix in mono, because just the way it makes everything kind of fold in on each other frequency-wise, it forces you to make much more intent decisions. And I don't know, if you guys want me to do like a whole tutorial on mixing in mono, I'm more than happy to. 3 years just finally feel 90% comfortable. Gotta give them a lot of time. Yeah, I feel you, bro. It's sometimes you have to take a long time to get used to some headphones, new sets and stuff. All right, babe. What else you wanna? Oh, you wanna show them the strings, babe?
I love the string.
The strings are crazy. This is man, I feel really bad. I cannot remember the violinist's name, but it wasn't Andrew. It was someone else that Mark referred to us.
Oh.
So there was like 4 phases to producing the song. Phase 1 was like me, Sydney, and Smooth all writing it together in the studio. Then I sent it out to one of my students, RJ, just to add some like cool like effects and everything. He just has a really good sentiment with that. And then there was post production where I added a bunch of guitars, and then someone else heard the song and like it needs strings. We almost did a whole key change. Remember that? I'm glad we didn't
I
do that.
remember that. Oh, that was weird. I didn't like that.
Yeah. Can you hear the song? Top down.
Yeah, so far.
Let's go. Let's get on the record. It's a little bit of a long record, so we'll just play. I mean, we'll play from the top. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
When I'm with you, ooh. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, nothing else matters but you.
Oh yeah, it's not mixed on samples.
There's nothing like it when I'm with you.
Yo, thank you.
Stars align, come alive when I'm with you.
Oh, what's the word?
There's nothing like it. All these moments will have my mind and hold my life. Yeah, these moments by your side, let's hold some tight. In your arms so heavenly, underneath the canopy. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than in the shade, making memories. Rain or sun.
Yeah, bro. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me play the second verse because she destroyed. Baby, you destroyed the second verse performance. It was
Thank
crazy.
Night or day, I'm holding on. Silence all these sickening claws. Time won't hold me, I'll be lost in our daydream. Rain or sun.
Okay, so that's actually a really good question. Would it sound good through an Apollo? I would say you will get about 10 to 15% better result using the Lynx versus the Apollo. The Lynx is pretty crazy. And I no longer have it just because it was such a pain to set up because it's really meant for mastering. But yeah, the transparent high end on her vocal is really because of the Lynx. But man, if you have the Apollo, you're cool. Like if you already have a great hardware chain going into it, boom, you're golden. So there's nothing wrong with the Apollo. I think if I would get a new interface again, I would go with an Orion. And that's probably the best thing, if not just like a little. Why I would get an Orion over a Lynx, even though a Lynx sounds better to me. The Orion just has so much more like usability. The Lynx is literally like 2 in, 2 out. I'd have to do a whole separate like setup to be able to run multiple ins and outs, and it's just kind of annoying, right? I want people to come to my studio or come work with me, just be able to like plug in and plug out and make it super simple. Do I have my wife's vocals on a different interface? You love to. Oh, snap. I do have Sydney's vocals on a different interface.
Which one?
I mean, like everything that we did recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you guys want to hear some more unreleased music?
Sure.
Let me show you what I have her recording through. Oh, all right. I'm going to show you how she sounds going through a C800, a Sony C800 and the Avid HD card. Can I show them Girl in Progress?
Sure.
Cool. Just like a little bit. This is how songs go viral, babe, actually. Did you know that?
I don't mind.
What's that?
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Cool. Boom. Let me go to my wife's text thread. Don't read our messages, guys. I see you looking. It would be in here, wouldn't it?
Thanks, Juno.
What's you gonna say?
Don't follow me. It's Sydney. Oh, it's so hard to say it because it is. My Instagram is it's Sydney Miranda, like ITS Sydney, but like Australia, Miranda, and then I'm Sydney Miranda on Spotify, but I am still currently releasing my.
Yeah, so Sydney Sydney Miranda.
But yeah, I handle it's Sydney Miranda.
Yeah.
For Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put the link in the description when I'm done.
Thank you.
So here's how she sounds on the C800, Neve 1073 CL1B through the Pro Tools HD.
Yes, thank you.
Hey. All right, that one's not mixed yet. I don't want to share too much of it, but yeah, that's a different vocal chain too. I'm so excited about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, once that one's mixed, crazy.
It's going to be crazy. Like we did some crazy harmonies. Maybe I'll play a stack over here.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, we went like full R&B land with that one for sure. Cool. All right. What else, baby? You have anything? Oh, we didn't play him the strings yet, huh?
I don't know, did we?
No, let's play him the strings because that's I feel like something that's very underappreciated is when you have a good orchestral player. These are real, actual strings, guys. Like this isn't no like MIDI stuff. Yeah. We can't hear audio source from our Finder app. Oh, Snappington. I got you, bro.
Oh.
I got you covered. Someone taught me this trick. How do I do it? Boom. Oh, it's in my messages. That's right. How do I do it? Let's see. Just need to import it into Pro Tools session over here. Back. My computer's running slow today. The first.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Is there a way to open it like I can drop it onto my desktop? Guys, this is embarrassing. This is a huge technical foul on my end.
What's going on?
Quick look. Maybe it's in my on my downloads or something over here. Yeah, it is. Boom. All right, Juno, my bad. Sorry for the wait, brother. GIP. He needs a GIP. See a GIC, girl in completion.
I'm definitely not complete.
All right, now you should be able to hear. Let me know.
Get in there.
Oh no, they can't hear it yet. All right, we're just gonna import this one straight into the Pro Tools session.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Probably.
Boom.
Maybe it's your sign to mix it.
Literally, could I mix it live right now? Yeah, let me give a little intro over here.
I used to stay asleep till noon, then hit that snooze and sleep again. Like a zombie coming back to
Oh yeah. Oh.
What?
Nothing. It's just hard. It's sick.
You don't even play the chorus. You're cutting off before the chorus.
Cut him off, of course.
No. It's too late.
It's too late. All right, cool.
It's too late.
Well, if people want to hear more of it, we can come back to it and stuff. But
Absolutely.
yeah, we can go back to the peaceful love song now. So here's the strings. No, I appreciate you, bro. Bass coming in sweet.
Thank you,
Thank
Juno.
you. Yeah, that was fun. Like
You're a real one.
that one, Sydney challenged me because that was a very. I mean, you tell it, like, cause you started that song like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, no, I wrote that song. Gosh, more now. I think I wrote that song in like. Oh no, it was 2022. Yeah, so 3 years ago. And I remember I did it on a voice memo, so absolutely no beat or anything behind it. And I just found it. I mean, we brought it up once, but basically a month ago, I was just like, hey, not even. A few weeks ago, I was just like, hey, I really want to get this song done. And he just produced a whole beat around it in like a day. And it was perfect. There was like some things here and there where I was like, ooh, okay, I don't know how this is going to sound like. And then we did it, and it sounded so cool.
Yeah. You almost broke my heart when like, it was a nice night. She went out with her friends, and I just had that place to myself. So I grabbed the coffee, and I just closed the doors, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a beat. Cool. And I like made this track. I'm like, yo, this. Once I was done, I was like, this thing was crazy. This came absolutely from God because like that was not me. It's the way I make a beat. And then the next day, he's like, babe, I tried to record to it, but I don't think the melody fits. And my heart was like, oh.
That's not quite what happened.
That's literally what happened. I just didn't show it at the time.
Let me find it. Actually, no, there's so many messages. But I was just like, this is so good. Like, overall, this is good. There's just some little things where I don't know if it's going to fit.
Pause.
And it fit. I think you changed some stuff, though, didn't you?
Yeah, we had to rewrite the chorus.
Yeah, that's part of it. We just, like,
We
changed
rewrote
some
the
of the
chorus.
song, but it worked out.
Yeah. So, literally.
He did produce it, like, so well around my voice.
Thanks.
He was lying. he was stretching the truth. He was being dramatic.
No, just
Drama.
drama. Dolly drama.
Drama queen.
All right, let's check this out. Stringsies. We have, yeah, cool. Thanks, bro. Thanks for, listen, I live to give out game. So when you have questions, just do it. Like, it's so fun. Like, for me, I really sucked at making music. And I'm becoming more transparent about that because I've been meeting a lot of people who actually have a great gift, and they don't believe in themselves. Whereas for me, like, honestly, objectively, I had such a hard time being good at making music. But it was very strange because when I was a kid, I just loved it so much that even if I had a hard time playing guitar or staying on time, I just genuinely loved it so much, and I stayed so stubborn about doing music almost to a fault that then one thing led to another, and I happened to be that one guy that, you know, out of all my college friends and all of my high school friends, still am doing music today as like my career. So I guess my whole point with that and sharing you is that I care about people who have a dream and want to go for it, and I'm always going to encourage people to do it. And I'll always be honest that it does take time and it does take a lot of effort, but if you just stick with it, it really can happen. And even if you don't feel ready or equipped or good enough just yet, do your best to ignore that voice in your head, and just remind yourself like, hey, anything can be worked on and cultivated, and you literally never know where your weaknesses or where your struggles will take you to. Because like I said, I struggled so much with playing guitar, but literally the guitar is what became my very vehicle to the job at Ethica that I have today. So you just literally never know. So am I open to a mix assistant? Oh man, maybe at some point, but we're already kind of set on that frontier. But if you want to send me mixes and stuff when I have availability, I'm always happy to give a listen and give an ear. Like, I worked at APG for a long time, and the owner, Mike Karen, is he taught everyone to always listen to people's submissions and always give feedback, because you just never know when there's going to be a great song or just the right note can help someone like be launched in their career. So if you do want to send records to me, you can find my email on my YouTube channel and just, you know, send me some stuff that you're hitting, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm always happy to help and develop a relationship, you know, because I do believe in everyone able to win. Yes, sir. You'll DM me sometime. Cool. Send it over. These strings. I want to show you guys these strings. Check it out. Those are some nice strings, right? I'll play them in solo real quick. Boom, check this out. Yeah, they're real strings. It's crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Sydney was saying she's never heard the strings by
That's
herself.
so cool.
That's just so fun too when you produce, or I mean, if there's ever time you want me to like bounce out stems, you can put stuff on their own. It's
Yeah,
super
that'd be so
fun.
sick. I would
Um,
do, like,
Yeah, how do you get out of your head about mixing stuff? I mean, babe, like, do you have an answer for that?
I've never mixed before.
Or like for overcoming perfectionism.
Okay, well, I want you to answer because like it's supposed to do with mixing.
Yeah.
But one thing Brandon taught me that maybe will be the same answer for you. I don't know. I do vocals, so it's a little different. But I say was past tense, but I'm still kind of this way. It's just like I learned to ignore it, but I could be a perfectionist too, like big time with like literally re-recording one thing what feels like probably 20 times just because I'm looking for a certain tone or a certain way of singing and I'm so specific. And I don't think that's a bad thing in the sense of like I think you can know what you're going for and you can try it, but and then what Brandon would always say is like sometimes you just have to like be like, hey, this is good, this feels right, and move on. And not get into like the little details of it because that can like a lot of times it's more about what it feels like to people, like what they feel from it, than actually getting that perfect note or that perfect that you thought you needed. And that's been with a lot of my music and our songs lately is I realized a note that I didn't really like that much or I thought I could have done better. Everyone else thinks it's great. So
Yeah. Something I wish I knew earlier. And if you can really master this concept, you will get so good at music so fast. But if you can really become like a psychologist and take time to pay attention to observing how other people listen to music and really try to take note of like what kind of songs make them feel certain ways, what do they react to, what do they get excited about, what do they get bored with, the more you can like just really start to hone in on and understand what sounds and textures do to people's psychology, the better you'll get at mixing. Because mixing is such a weird world right now. Most people claim a perfect mix. They think a perfect mix is going to sound like their favorite song. But if you listen to, especially in the hip hop world, I sat and listened to a ton of like Gunna and Rob 49 today, and I noticed that some mixes were good and some of them were just garbage, but it didn't really impact the streams of the song. It's just like if a song was cool and felt right, then it performed really, really well. So mixing has become so subjective. The way that now I personally know if a mix is done is one, is the QA right, meaning the quality assurance. Like, is there anything that's like distorting? No, cool, check the box. Anything too loud or too quiet? No, cool, check the boxes. Like everything just smooth from a technical basis. And we've done that. And then now from the creative and the more important part of the mix, how do I know when that part of it's done? Well, it's based off feeling. So can I listen to the song and it gives me an emotion of like that some of my favorite songs give to me. And if it doesn't quite do that, if I feel like it's mechanical or if I feel the song just lacks like an emotional impact on myself, then I know I need to figure something out. Usually at that point though, if I'm struggling, then I'll stop it and I'll jump into something new the next day, or I'll reopen that session the next day. And if I'm really, really messed up, then I will have someone else listen to it. So I'll just grab someone from the office, someone that doesn't know music. Sydney sometimes, like, I can play mixes to her, and I won't say if a song's mixed or not, just to see what she feels. And if she's like, "Whoa, this is so cool," then I know, cool. I don't need to mix anymore. Like, if she's reacting to it that way, then we don't need to mess with that. So this thing is so much more about feel than it is like perfection. The third point I'll say to you, if you're overcoming perfectionism, just focus on finishing more than getting it right. The more you finish, the more the release, the more you'll learn quicker than trying to like nitpick. So just set up your own deadlines and just be like, look, this mix is going to be done by Friday, and I'm going to upload the song by Monday, and do not violate that deadline. That's what really got me better. Just mixing for other clients, I had no choice but to just say, this is it. This is as far as I can take it. Here you go. And by doing that, I actually learned a lot, because once you finish, there's something it does to you psychologically that pushes you to listen deeper, listen with more effort, and forces you to make more conscious decisions. So hope that helps you. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. No, yeah, it's good stuff. So, oh no, I just went out of focus for a second.
Also,
my favorite genre, I think right now R&B. Yeah, I think right now R&B for sure. It's so crazy because I grew up on rock music. Grew up in Orange County. I used to not listen to. I used to like strongly hate hip hop, and then I remember, then my whole life changed when I started kind of being exposed to gospel R&B music, and when I heard that you can do ridiculous things with like jazz chords, that's like cool. That's the path for me. Yeah. What's your favorite genre?
I like so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like you like the songs themselves and artists.
Yeah. Because I've never really put myself in a box of genre that, and maybe. So I just listened to it because I just listened to it.
Yeah. Genuinely.
Pop is like just pop's literally just whatever's popular in a sense. So it kind of has a mix of everything, but also pop has a sound to it. So like pop's cool, but I do like R&B. I like rock. I love me some.
Love jazz. I played a lot of jazz guitar in high school.
Yeah, I love jazz. Favorite. I like it all. Genuinely.
What do you?
This is very diverse.
What are you excited about with this new release of yours coming?
So excited. Honestly, it makes me excited to release music. Like, it's that first one that, like we talked about with perfectionism, I was holding on to so many songs, waiting for like the perfect moment to release them, or like for my voice to be better so it comes out perfect, or you know, you can find a million things about a song, a million reasons why it's not really. And I think when you actually just write a song, and when you it and you do it, it just songs.
Yeah.
Not because you don't care, but because like you're now like, oh, I already did that. Okay, cool, let's do it again. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
You got a good question.
Yeah.
How often can you expect music releases from you in 2026? Oh, I love that.
Come on.
How many do you want?
How many do you want?
Yeah.
Give me a number and I'll try to meet that. Honestly, right now we're on a once a month thing. Kind of. That's the goal right now.
I think it's a good grind.
I would love to eventually drop an EP. Obviously, I will eventually putting that together. But yeah, definitely this song this month, and then I'll be coming out with another one next. I'm excited because my sister and I actually will have.
Yeah, fun fact, Sydney has multiple projects. You said you'll match her.
Let's go. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm in with you, Juno.
Juno the mix. Juno, I think you might have to send us some beats or something. Like, we could definitely use a hand.
Juno.
Yeah.
Where are you from? We're in California. Where are you? There's Zoom. There's Skype.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Can make it work.
There's emailing beats and loops too. Yeah. That's the thing.
For sure.
So, all right, cool. Well, thanks for everyone for hopping on. It's a pleasant surprise to get to really chat and share so much, and I hope it was helpful. I'll be on again next Tuesday. It looks like 8 p.m. was a good time to hop on. So, Minnesota.
Who's
from Minnesota? Isn't the rapper Atmosphere from Minnesota? I really like really love Atmosphere. when I was growing up.
Atmosphere?
Yeah, he's so
Y'all are known for super tiny.
super tiny beverages.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Super tiny carbonated.
Like that big?
Yeah, mini.
Mini sodas?
They have a lot of very small
Probably healthier for you in the long run. Yeah.
mini.
I know. Yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all.
Kill my joke.
Peace.
DM us, Juno.
And good timing. Yeah, hit us up. Send